Let's do a makeup tutorial. Take the glasses off. Okay, I'm gonna try to attempt this. First things first, skincare, which I already did most of it. I'm just gonna add a little bit of moisturizer. It makes everything smooth and silky. Now, I would put a primer, but I'm not going to do that today because sometimes less is more, and we're just doing a quick one today. That feels so good. Soft and smooth and soothing. Love this. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is under eye corrector. This has a peachy undertone so that when you use it, it neutralizes. Actually, that was concealer. Here it is. This is the one. It neutralizes darkness, blue or red, and gives you a nice even look. So I'm going to use my other mirror. So you just put it right under where the darkness is, and you use your ring finger because it's the lightest finger and it's not heavy on your skin. And you just tap, like stipple and blend. See? A little bit on this side. You don't want to really go all over with this. You just want to neutralize the dark areas. I also will put some on my eyelid because when you get older, sometimes you can get tiny microscopic kind of veins and discoloration, and this will brighten that up. So I do the inner corner because I have deep set hooded eyes, so that totally brightens up the eye area. Next is my favorite, CC cream. This is light to medium. I can also use very light in the winter months. One squirt is all it takes. And you just put a little on your finger. And I start in the center, and you just work your way out. This is color correcting cream. So it has hydration. It has correction, like a little concealer in it. It has 11 benefits. It has SPF. It's got so many things. The reason why I use CC cream on a daily basis is because it has all those beneficial ingredients and it doesn't seep into lines. Now, if you're somebody like me, I might need a little tiny bit more for my forehead area. And you have oily skin, I'm going to show you a little trick to use the CC cream. I already used deep wrinkle filler on my little frown line right there. And I just kind of pat it right over the under eye corrector. Blah. So it's a little bit of coverage. If you want more coverage, you can do another layer. Or if you're going somewhere and you want a little bit more coverage, you can put a little bit of the Matte Wear, Mary Kay Matte Wear foundation. I usually just do like the center because that's where I have the most large pores. And I just kind of brighten up that whole center. Then I'm going to show you a little trick for people that have oily skin. Because CC cream does have hydration, which I do love. Okay, so what I do is I take these. These are beauty blotting papers. They're linen. They're not paper. And they come 75 in a pack from Mary Kay. And you just press. And what it does is it keeps your makeup perfect. And it removes the excess oil. And I have a lot. because I have extremely oily skin at 62, believe it or not. Okay. So that kind of mattes me up a little bit because I do like that matte look. So everything's nice and smooth. And then I use our Silky setting powder to set everything. The Silky setting powder. It's very, very fine. You just dip your brush into it, tap. I usually use the lid and then tap and then just, this will set everything and just make it smooth and velvety looking. And will not settle into your lines, which I love. I have to say, using Mary Kay since I'm 25, and as I get older, the product gets better. Not that it's better, but the technology changes and there's more advancement in anti-aging skincare. Anyway, that's our Silky setting powder. So I feel like I'm holding my own. Okay, now I have something that's limited edition. I do have a few more in stock, but I do love this gel cream blush. And I just use it as a little base for my blush. It gives you a very glass-like silky glow. And you just kind of dot it where you need it. This is the peach. We have 4 different colors. And I really just use it as a little glowy base. And then I put blush on top, powder. A little trick about cheek color placement. Put a little extra. You don't want to go high up here because you'll end up with puffy looking eyes. And you don't want to go down here because you'll drag your face. So if you kind of draw a line like that, you want to stay within that, and you want to stay about 1 finger to 2 fingers away from your nose. Depends on how big your fingers are. So I put some up here just to give me a little bit of contour. Okay, next is, well, I do this in my own order, but you could do whatever you want. Next, I'm going to do my brows. So I need to find my brow pencil. Here it is. I love the Mary Kay Precision Brow Liner. It's a very, very fine tip. And you can just make little brush strokes right on your eyebrows. And another little trick about that is to do your eyebrows. You just go from the corner of your nose up, put a dot, and then where the edge of your eye color is, that's your arch right there. And then from your nose to the end of your eye, there. So you'll know exactly where to start, where the height is, and where to stop. Little tip. Okay, so another little thing that I do, I learned is I start at the bottom. And I just use little strokes to the arch area. And then I do the end. Okay, and then I shape it at the top so it's straight. When done, we also have a brow tint. You can use both together, or you could just use the brow tint on its own, or you could use the eyebrow precision brow liner on its own. And what I like to do is just create the eyebrow I used to have as a younger girl. I don't like to, I mean, everybody's different, but personally, I just like my own looking eyebrows. Not too big. Not too small. But you can see how easy it is to make little strokes with this. Eyebrows frame your face, just like a picture frame frames an oil painting. It really makes a difference. So don't forget your brows. Even if you're just going to use a little powder, you can use like a hazelnut eyeshadow or a hot fudge or one of those colors and just brush the color through, that even helps. And I like to brush them like a little bit up and out. Okay, next is eye primer. Oh my goodness. I put a little bit on my hand. This helps your eyeshadow last all day, and it helps the color stay. The color payoff will look more intense. So you'll see the actual color, not the color shining through your skin tone. So you just use, again, you just tap it. I do the lid and then I go all the way to the brow. What a difference a little primer makes. It's a pearlized formula, so it does brighten up your eye area as well as create that base for your eyeshadow. And I do underneath as well because it does brighten up that area. Okay, that's good. Next is our eyeshadow. And this has my blush in it, my contour, and my eyeshadow. And I don't even have it full yet. I mean, there's so many different things you could do. This is called the Perfect Palette. I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous, as you could see. And it's strong. It doesn't break. Don't you hate when you buy stuff and it breaks in your purse and you're like, oh my God, I have makeup everywhere. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is use an eye brush to take a color I love. It's called Blossom. It's a creamy, like a creamy white, but it's not really white. It's more of a cream. But it's a pinkish undertone cream. We have another one called Biscotti, which is a more yellow undertone cream, which is good for, I mean, just, it's a preference, but today I'm using this one. And because I have deep set hooded eyes, I do the lid and I blend it up towards the brow. It also gives me a nice base of color, like a wash of color. This brush I'm using is a limited edition Mary Kay brush. I might have 1 or 2 sets left. It's just for the eyes, if you're interested. But we do have a wonderful brush collection that has almost the identical brush in it. Then another thing to pop color is take some on your fingertip and just go like that, and it'll give you a little bit more intense pop of color. Okay. Next, I'm going to use a more fluffy brush and an angled brush. This is Eye Definer, I think it's called. This is an angled brush from our brush collection. And I'm going to take a color, there's 2 colors I'm going to use. I'm going to use Soft Heather and Cashmere Haze. This is the Cashmere Haze. It's a gray. I'll show it to you. This one. And then this is a Soft Heather. So I'm going to put this in my accent color. And then this is going to be my blending the transition color and blend everything together. So what I'll do is I'll do this Soft Heather first. It's a little bit fluffier of a brush. Put a little bit of color. And then I start, you don't want your eyeshadow to go past your eyebrow, guys, because it'll drag your eye down. So you want to, I start like above the edge of my eye color, and I start there. And I just place the color, and then I blend it to give me a little bit of, the hooded part is gonna be less hooded looking. It makes a huge difference. See the difference? Okay. I should call this Makeup Monday because it's Monday. So you can just leave that alone, put some eyeliner or mascara, and just off you go. You're good to go. A little lip gloss or lipstick, but I'm going to do a little bit of extra definition. And again, I could do the same color as a definition, just it'll be darker, but I am going to use this Cashmere Haze. See the difference? It's still very soft. Another color that I love is, they're almost the same. One of them has a little bit of a cooler undertone, Hot Fudge and Espresso. I love those two. They're darker browns, but they blend beautifully. They blend almost like a taupey brown. There we go. So basically you can see that I'm taking the pointy edge, putting that into the crease and blending, like tapping it and moving it and blending it. And it just gives you a little extra depth. And then I take the same color and go right under the outer corner. Okay. Then before I'm done, I usually blend the whole thing again. Just do a little bit here. Next is eyeliner. I love this deep brown Mary Kay eye defining pencil. It has a shaper top. I don't even use that half the time, but it does have that if you want that pointier edge. Or you could just take a piece of paper and roll it if you want a pointier edge. But you don't even have to do that because it stays pretty nice. So eyeliner, again, you just kind of go right into your eyelash. I start right about here, not right in the middle, but like off to the side, right above the lash. And another little tip is you don't follow your eye all the way because you'll end up with sad eyes. I don't want to do that. So at the end, I just give it a little, if you look at this part of your eye, how it goes up, if you would just follow that up, you just go up. One, you can go dramatic or just a tiny little bit. Like today, it's just a tiny little bit. And it brings your eye up. And then I follow the inner, just a very light touch. I don't know if you can see me. And connect it. Makes a difference. Other eye. Again, go up. I am not following the eye down. And then okay. Now you could just leave that like it is. I'm going to do a little angled blending brush with that. I'll show you. Oops. Hold on a second. So this is I love this. This is what I used to brush my brows before. And then the other end is a very sharp angle brush. Not sharp, it's, the brushes are angled. So you just take it and you can just either dip it in an eyeshadow to set, or you can just use it by itself to blend that line. And I've done both. And you can actually soften a line or intensify it or change the color. Like say I wanted this to be more of a violet eyeliner. Just use our Merlot or iris, frosted iris. Or let's say if you wanted it to be a darker, you could use a black or blue. Let's say you wanted a blue eyeliner, you could do that. So I'm just using the Cashmere Haze again. I'm just going right over this, so make a little bit more of a soft line underneath. Yay! And color. Just go right there. Just give a couple of little crimps You can walk it out and make it a little bit more curly. We do have these, are limited edition as well. I have a few in stock if you are in need of an eyelash curler. And what I love about our eyelash curler is it comes with a replacement of these little rubber inserts. So when the other ones get older, you just replace them. Mascara, I'm gonna give you a look at this. This is my favorite Mary Kay mascara. It's called Ultimate Mascara. And why is it my favorite? Because it doesn't run. If it's raining or you're crying, it doesn't run down your eyes. It's not waterproof, but it doesn't run down your eyes. It's volumizing and lash building and lash thickening all at the same time. Now I'll give you a little story about mascara. When you buy a mascara and it's brand new, the product is very fresh and usually it's thinner. Like you'll have to use a couple coats to get that look. But then after about 2 weeks, it's just like the most perfect mascara. It's the right thickness. I mean, this is one coat, you guys. One coat. I know it's crazy light in here, but... And then underneath, I just do a little bit of, just on the end. And then I do a little extra on the outer edges. One coat. I could do 2. I could do 3. Today we're just going to do the one coat. Okay, now I am going to, I've lost my blush brush. We have the best blush brush. And for some reason, oh, here it is. I found it. This is like an eye, this is a, it's a highlighter, contour, and blusher brush all in one. We're going to just use it for the blush today. So I just kind of put some right on the bubble of it and just pop it right over top of my blush that I did earlier. And that'll set it and pop the color a little bit. And then we have contour, which is, I think it's Latte. And I take a little bit of that on the tip and just put it where I need it. See? Sometimes I'll do my nose like this. What's nice about this is it's quick and easy and you don't have all this creamy stuff on your face. It's just nice and quick and easy. Okay, we're just about done. I'm gonna get a little bit of lipstick, lip gloss, or is it? My favorite is the new Supreme Hydrating Lipstick. I love. But today, that's not in my purse. So I'm going to use our Matte Wear of Mauve Moment, which I do love this color. It's such a pretty pink. And then you take, to make that last longer, you take a piece of paper or one of those beauty blotters and you just press and release. And it leaves more of a stain. And then I take a little bit of lip gloss. And this is our, another limited edition item. That you could wear alone or over top of a lipstick. And it actually will change to the color of your lips. We're done, you guys. I am excited and happy to show you the result. I'll just do a little bit of blending with my leftover powder. And that's it. I'll go do my hair now. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, if there's any products that you see that you love or want to try, I do samples. I can do samples. I could do a Zoom one-on-one consultation so you can try colors and I can match your foundation, whatever you need. And skincare, number 1. 62. 62, you guys. I have a little bit of here and a little line here and there, but stuff works. Bye.